John chapter 16. I have told you these things so you will not be ashamed of me and leave me. They will put you out of the places of worship. The time will come when anyone who kills you will think he is helping God. They will do these things to you because they do not know the Father or me. When these things happen, you will remember I told you they would happen. That is why I am telling you about these things now. I did not tell you these things before because I was with you. But now I am going to him who sent me. Yet none of you asks me, where are you going? Your hearts are full of sorrow because I am telling you these things. I tell you the truth. It is better for you that I go away. If I do not go, the Helper will not come to you. If I go, I will send him to you. When the Helper comes, he will show the world the truth about sin. He will show the world about being right with God. And he will show the world what it is to be guilty. He will show the world about sin because they do not put their trust in me. He will show the world about being right with God because I go to my Father and you will see me no more. He will show the world what it is to be guilty because the leader of this world, Satan, is guilty. I still have many things to say to you. You are not strong enough to understand them now. The Holy Spirit is coming. He will lead you into all truth. He will not speak his own words. He will speak what he hears. He will tell you of things to come. He will honor me. He will receive what is mine and will tell it to you. Everything the Father has is mine. That is why I said to you, he will receive what is mine and will tell it to you. In a little while, you will not see me. Then in a little while, you will see me again. Some of his followers said to each other, what is he trying to tell us when he says, in a little while, you will not see me, and in a little while, you will see me again, and, because I go to my Father. So they said, what is he trying to tell us by saying, a little while? We do not know what he is talking about. Jesus knew they wanted to ask him something. He said to them, are you asking each other why I said, in a little while, you will not see me, and in a little while, you will see me again? For sure, I tell you, you will cry and have sorrow, but the world will have joy. You will have sorrow, but your sorrow will turn into joy. When a woman gives birth to a child, she has sorrow because her time has come. After the child is born, she forgets her pain. She is full of joy because a child has been born into the world. You are sad now. I will see you again, and then your hearts will be full of joy. No one can take your joy from you. When the time comes that you see me again, you will ask me no question. For sure, I tell you, my Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. Until now, you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask, and you will receive. Then your joy will be full. I have told you these things in picture stories. The time is coming when I will not use picture stories. I will talk about my Father in plain words. In that day you will ask in my name. I will not ask the Father for you because the Father loves you. He loves you because you love me and believe that I came from the Father. I came from the Father and have come into the world. I am leaving the world and going to the Father. His followers said to him, now you are talking in plain words. You are not using picture stories. Now we are sure you know everything. You do not need anyone to tell you anything. Because of this, we believe that you came from God. Jesus said to them, do you believe now? The time is coming, yes, it is already here when you will be going your own way. Everyone will go to his own house and leave me alone. Yet I am not alone because the Father is with me. I have told you these things so you may have peace in me. In the world, you will have much trouble. But take hope. I have power over the world. John chapter 17. When Jesus had said these things, he looked up to heaven and said, Father, the time has come. Honor your Son so your Son may honor you. You have given him power over all men. He is to give life that lasts forever to all you have given to him. This is life that lasts forever. It is to know you, the only true God, and to know Jesus Christ whom you have sent. I honored you on earth. I did the work you gave me to do. Now, Father, honor me with the honor I had with you before the world was made. I have made your name known to the people you have given me from the world. They were yours, but you gave them to me. They have obeyed your word. Now they know that everything you have given me came from you. I gave them the word which you gave me. They received it. They know I came from you and they believe you sent me. I pray for them. I do not pray for the world. I pray for those you gave me. They are yours. All that is mine is yours. All that is yours is mine. I have been honored through them. I am no longer in the world. I am coming to you. But these are still in the world. Holy Father, keep those you have given to me in the power of your name. Then they will be one, even as we are one. While I have been with them in the world, I have kept them in the power of your name. I have kept watch over those you gave me. Not one of them has been lost except the one who is going to be destroyed, which is the son of death. The holy writings said it would happen. But now I come to you, Father. I say these things while I am in the world. In this way, my followers may have my joy in their hearts. I have given your word to my followers. The world hated them because they do not belong to the world, even as I do not belong to the world. I do not ask you to take them out of the world. I ask you to keep them from the devil. My followers do not belong to the world just as I do not belong to the world. Make them holy for yourself by the truth. Your word is truth. As you sent me into the world, so I have sent them into the world also. I set myself apart to be holy for them. Then they may be made holy by the truth. I do not pray for these followers only. I pray for those who will put their trust in me through the teaching they have heard. May they all be as one, Father, as you are in me and I am in you. May they belong to us. Then the world will believe that you sent me. I gave them the honor you gave me that they may be one as we are one. I am in them and you are in me so they may be one and be made perfect. Then the world may know that you sent me and that you love them as you love me. Father, I want my followers you gave me to be with me where I am. Then they may see my shining greatness which you gave me because you loved me before the world was made. Holy Father, the world has not known you. I have known you. These have known you sent me. I have made your name known to them and will make it known. So then the love you have for me may be in them and I may be in them. John chapter 18. When Jesus had said these things, he went with his followers across the small river Kidron. He and his followers went to a garden there. Judas, who was handing him over to the leaders, knew the place also. Jesus and his followers had met there many times. Judas led some soldiers and some men who had been sent by the head religious leaders of the Jews and the proud religious law-keepers to the garden. They carried lamps and sticks that were burning in swords. Jesus knew what was going to happen to him. He went out and asked them, "Who are you looking for?" The soldiers answered him, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus said, "I am Jesus." Judas, who was handing him over, was with them also. When he said to them, "I am Jesus," they stepped back and fell to the ground. He asked them again, "Who are you looking for?" They said again, "Jesus of Nazareth." He said, "I have told you that I am Jesus. If you are looking for me, let these men go their way." He said this so the words he spoke might happen, "I have not lost one of those you gave me." Simon Peter had a sword. He took it and hit a servant who was owned by the head religious leader and cut off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. Then Jesus said to Peter, "Put your sword back where it belongs. Am I not to go through what my Father has given me to go through?" Then the soldiers and their captain and the men sent by the Jewish religious leaders took Jesus and tied him. They took him to Annas first. He was the father-in-law of Caiaphas. Caiaphas was the head religious leader that year. Caiaphas had talked to the Jews. He told them it would be a good thing if one man should die for the people. Simon Peter and another follower came behind Jesus. This other follower was known to the head religious leader. He went with Jesus to the head religious leader's house. Peter stood outside at the gate. The other follower, who was known by the head religious leader, went out and talked to the servant girl who watched the gate. Then he took Peter inside. The servant girl who watched the door said to Peter, "Are you not a follower of this man?" He said, "I am not." The servants who were owned by someone and the soldiers had made a fire because it was cold. They were getting warm by the fire. Peter was standing with them getting warm. The head religious leader of the Jews asked Jesus about his followers. He asked Jesus about his teaching. Jesus said, "I have spoken very plain words to the world. I have always taught in the Jewish place of worship and in the house of God. It is where the Jews go all the time. My words have not been said in secret. Why do you ask me? Ask those who have heard what I said to them. They know what I said." Then one of the soldiers standing there hit Jesus with his hand. He said, "Is that how you talk to the head religious leaders?" Jesus said, "If I said anything wrong, tell me what was wrong. If I said what was right, why did you hit me?" Then Annas sent Jesus to Caiaphas, the head religious leader. Jesus was still tied up. Simon Peter was standing there and getting warm. They said to him, "Are you not one of his followers also?" He lied and said he did not know Jesus and answered, "I am not." A servant who was owned by the head religious leader was there. He was of the family of the man whose ear Peter cut off. The man said, "Did I not see you in the garden with him?" Again Peter lied and said he did not know Jesus. At once a rooster crowed. They led Jesus from Caiaphas into the courtroom. It was early in the morning. They did not go inside because their law said if they did they would become dirty with sin. Then they would not be able to eat the religious supper to remember how the Jews left Egypt. So Pilate came out to them. He asked, "What have you to say against the man?" The Jews said, "If he had not done wrong, we would not have brought him to you." Then Pilate said to them, "Take him yourselves and give him a trial by your law." The Jews said to him, "It is against our law to put anyone to death." This happened as Jesus said it would happen. He had told what kind of death he would die. Then Pilate went back into the courtroom. He called for Jesus and said to him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus said, "Do you ask me this yourself, or did others say this to you about me?" Pilate said, "Do you think I am a Jew? Your own people and religious leaders have handed you over to me. What have you done?" Jesus said, "My holy nation does not belong to this world. If my holy nation were of this world, my helpers would fight so I would not be handed over to the Jews. My holy nation is not of this world." Pilate said to him, "So you are a king?" Jesus said, "You are right when you say that I am a king. I was born for this reason. I came into the world for this reason. I came to speak about the truth. Everyone who is of the truth hears my voice." Pilate said to Jesus, "What is truth?" After Pilate said this, he went out again to the Jews. He said, "I do not find him guilty." But every year a man who is in prison is allowed to go free at the special religious gathering to remember how the Jews left Egypt. Do you want the king of the Jews to go free? Then they spoke with loud voices, "Not this man, but Barabbas." Now Barabbas was a robber.